Hello! Hopefully you found this video by doing our guitar fretboard challenge, which was a series of worksheets to help us learn the notes on our guitar fretboard a little bit better. Now don't worry if you've not done that yet. All you need to do is follow the link in the description and then you know exactly what we've done so far and you'll be up to speed. Now if you've done that and you think you've got a little bit better at learning our guitar fretboard, then we've got a slightly harder challenge for you to try. If you did part 2 of the guitar fretboard challenge and there was a bonus challenge at the end, you would have already worked out a little exercise where I asked you to do how many total E's do we have across all of our guitar strings between frets 0 and 12. We're going to be doing something similar to that today. First, we're going to need something called a metronome. Now, a mechanical metronome looks something like this. You might have seen one of these before, however you don't need one of these exactly in order to be able to do this challenge. You can download a completely free app from the App Store just called Metronome and do this on your phone or tablet just as easily, and it works just as well. Now, you're going to need to set the tempo, the speed of the metronome to something very slow, something like 40 beats per minute, okay? Because that's going to give us enough time to find all of our notes correctly on our fretboard. What we're going to do is, similar to our Part 2 E challenge, we're going to need to pick a note. For this example, let's use the note G. So now that we've picked our note, what we're going to do is, we're going to find every G note across all 6 of our strings between fret 0, that's the open string, and fret 12. So we're going to try and find every G note between 0 and 12 across all 6 strings. Now, let's start from the very closest string to us, that's our 6th string, E. We're going to need to count up to find our first G. We'll go E, F, F sharp, and then if you've done the worksheets, you should know that our 3rd fret on that 6th string gives us our G note. Now, in time, altogether, it's going to look something like this. You might have noticed that we have a G note on every single string, but for the notes that share the same note as an open string, you're going to have 2 lots that you play on that string. For example, when I showed you that demonstration, when I got to the 3rd string, which is our open G if you might remember, we've got open G, and then we've got 12th fret, which also gives us a G. So on those strings, you'll have 2 notes that are the same. Now, if you can do that well at 40 beats per minute, you're going to want to work that up slowly, trying to go to 50 beats per minute, and then 60 beats per minute, and see if you can still do it just as well as you could do, making sure you hit every note in time. And if you can work all the way up to 100 beats per minute, then you know your fretboard really well. That would look something like this. Another way we can make this more challenging is keeping the same note but changing the fret range that we're going to do this in. So rather than doing all the G's between fret 0 and 12, how about we try a different fret range, for example, such as 4 and fret 15. Now, you're still going to be playing G's, but the pattern that you've just played is going to be very different. And the very first note that you're going to play isn't going to be on our 3rd fret down here, it's going to be on our 15th fret down here. That would look something like this. Now with that time, notice that because we were playing between frets 4 and 15, we didn't have an open G that we played on that 3rd string, because obviously the cutoff point was that fret 4. So the only one that we played on that string that time was that fret 12. So, if you can do all that, you'll be a guitar fretboard master. Now, don't be disheartened if you can't do it straight away. Take it slowly, do a little bit day by day, practice it a little bit at a time, and it'll get much better. Obviously, make sure you subscribe to Barnes the YouTube channel and check out our social media pages. But good luck with that, and I hope you enjoyed it.